Hey guys. So Reddit just sued Australia over age verification laws. They fought against mandatory ID checks publicly. There was a platform saying no to biometric surveillance while everyone else was folding. I genuinely respected them for it. And then their CEO sat down for a podcast and suggested requiring Face ID just to use Reddit? Steve, what are you doing? So, a quick context because this betrayal hits harder with it. A while back, Australia passed laws banning social media for kids under 16 and started pushing mandatory age verification across platforms. Reddit's response was to sue them, not comply, sue. Like, Reddit sued Australia for that. They disagreed with age checks. Reddit also got fined like £13 million in the UK for not having proper age checks. And even then, they seemed reluctant about the whole thing. So the vibe from Reddit was always, hey, we disagree with this. We don't want to collect your biometric data. We're on your side. Don't worry. Meanwhile, Roblox was out here partnering with Persona and storing facial scans of children for years without telling anyone. Discord was implementing age verification and watching 70,000 government IDs get leaked in a single breach. So every other platform was folding completely, while Reddit was at least pretending to push back against the whole thing. So we considered Reddit one of the good ones. I myself did, and I basically embarrassed myself. So what happened? Reddit's CEO, Steve Huffman, went on a podcast called the TBPN, and when asked how Reddit plans to verify users are actually human, not bots, he said that the most lightweight way is with something like Face ID or Touch ID. They actually require human presence, like a human has to touch or look at something. So the solution to bots on Reddit is scanning every user's face. Not better captchas, not improved bot detection, and certainly not stronger account verification through existing methods that don't involve your literal biology. But no, Face ID, just use the website. And of course, they said we're not gonna store your data. But hey, we have heard that before tons of times. Every company that did age verification said, we don't store your data, just to find out a few days later that a huge, massive leak of data in the news was leaked. So what is the problem with the reasoning? So every other platform pushing verification has at least used the same excuse. Protect the kids, online safety, think of the children, blah, 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 blah. It's a bad excuse, but at least it's a consistent one that sounds vaguely reasonable for people not paying attention. But Steve's excuse is bots. Bots. So the reason your face might end up in Reddit's system is because some automated accounts are posting spam. That's the justification. And if that logic holds, then every single platform on the internet now has a reason to scan your face. Why? Because every single platform has a bot problem. Twitter has bots, YouTube has bots, Instagram has bots. So are we scanning faces on all of them now? Is that where we are? Captchas exist, bot detection algorithms exist, account behavior analysis exists. Reddit is a platform with enough engineering resources to build literally anything they want. The solution the CEO reached for first was your face. So the problem about verification again and again and again, and we literally covered this millions of times, and it seems we're gonna keep covering it for years to come. So a company called Infutor just had 676 million American records exposed through a misconfigured database. ID Merit, another company, leaked like 1 billion personal records. Persona was storing biometric facial data for 3 years while telling everyone it was deleted in a month. So 3 separate verification companies, billions of records, all of them promising enterprise-grade security, all of them failing in completely funny ways. And this is not like a rare unlucky outcome. This is what happens to companies that collect biometric data at this scale. They get breached, period. The data ends up somewhere it shouldn't, and unlike a password, you cannot reset your face. You cannot get a new face, you can't get a new ID. The damage from a biometric leak is permanent in a way that no other data leak is. And Reddit has like 1.2 billion monthly users. If they implement the facial verification and that get breached on that scale, the disaster of the breach is going to make everything else we covered before look small because of the huge amount of people on Reddit. Like 1 billion faces, 1 billion set of biometric data, sitting on servers waiting for the same misconfigured database moment that already happened to every other verification company we've talked about. So this is what makes the Reddit situation genuinely depressing beyond just being another bad tech decision. Reddit was supposed to be different, anonymous posting, no real names required, a platform built on the idea that you could just exist online without attaching your real identity to everything you say. That was the whole point of Reddit. That was why people used it. The moment bot traffic became embarrassing enough, the CEO's first instinct was to use biometric verification was to reach for it, not because regulators forced him, no pressure, not because a government forced him into it, but because he thought of it himself and called it lightweight. So like every platform eventually makes this calculation. The pressure gets heavy enough, the problem gets visible enough, and suddenly the solution is always the same. Your data, your house key too, please, on their servers, your problem when it leaks, we don't care. So, Reddit sued Australia for pushing this exact thing, got fined in the UK for resisting it, positioned themselves as a platform that valued anonymity and pushed back against it, pushed back against mass biometric surveillance. And now their CEO is on a podcast calling Face ID the easy, lightweight option for dealing with spam accounts. So what's going to happen in the future? You cannot trust any of these platforms to stay on your side anymore, because the moment the pressure gets heavy enough, they reach for the same solution everyone else did. Everything about you, stored on their servers. We've seen how that ends multiple times now. It always ends the same way. We're gonna keep seeing for the foreseeable future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.